Hi Kirtana, how are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm good too. Thank you for asking. So can you tell us something about yourself?
Yeah, sure. Uh, I'm Ketana IH. I have 2 years of industry working experience as a QA engineer at SmartOnes. My primary roles involves in end-to-end testing activities, including manual and automation testing within an agile environment. So since joining the organization, I have been actively involved in writing and executing test cases during various testing phases like regression testing, feature testing, and sprint-based validation support. So whenever applicable, I convert manual test cases into automated scripts. For automation, I follow predefined libraries of and framework structures set up by senior automation engineers. So based on that, I contribute by writing automation test cases and execute them, and I mean generating test execution report as well. And I participate regularly in agile ceremonies such as daily stand-ups, sprint planning, review meetings, and all. Technically, I have a solid understanding of Selenium WebDriver with Java, basic experience with TestNG, Cucumber, and I'm currently working and expanding my skills in back-end automation testing as well. So that's all about me. Thank you for considering my profile.
Great, great. Okay, so what is finalize in Java?
Finalize here. Finalize is a method of protect. Finalize method is a protected method of Java.lang.object class, which is used to perform some cleanup operations on an any object before it is removed from the memory. This method is called by the garbage collector before it is before the object is removed from the memory.
Okay, okay, great. So what is the difference between final and finally?
Final and finally.
Finally.
Yeah. Uh, Final is a keyword which is used to make a variable or methods or class as an unchangeable. Finally is a block which is used for exception handling along with the try catch blocks. And
Correct.
finally, block is always executed whether an exception is occurred or not occurred, and occurred exception is handled or not. And final, if the value of variable which is declared as final cannot be changed once it is initialized.
Okay. So can finally be applied with respect to variables, methods, and classes?
Yeah. Finally,
Yeah, finally.
finally it is a uh, block, right?
Right. So it cannot be applied. Okay, great.
Mm.
Uh, Tell me, with respect to Java 9, all these three things, final as a keyword, finally as a keyword, and finalize as a method. Is this support available in Java 9 as well?
I'm not aware of this.
Sorry.
I'm not aware of this.
Okay, okay, no problem. See, final and finally, both
Yeah.
both are still supported, but finally
Okay.
is actually deprecated in Java since
Mm,
Java 9. Right. So
mm,
sorry, finalize is deprecated in Java since Java 9. Okay, so that is deprecated, so that you have to take care.
okay.
Okay. Uh, Fine. What is inheritance?
Inheritance.
Uh,
Uh, Inheritance is a like when one object acquires all the properties and behaviors from the parent class is known as inheritance.
when one class acquires all the data members or all the properties of the parent class. Okay, how many types of inheritance you are aware of?
Single inheritance, multi-level inheritance hierarchy, and multi-level inheritance, which is not supported by Java.
Okay. So if you are saying multiple inheritances are not supported in Java. Is there
Yeah,
any possibility to have that support as well?
yeah. By using interface
Okay,
concept.
what is interface?
Interface is an blueprint of a class.
Hmm.
Okay, and it contains an abstract class. Sorry, it is used to achieve data abstraction and multiple inheritance. It contains an abstract class and abstract. Sorry, it contains a static constants and abstract methods.
Static constant, abstract methods. Okay, then what is
Uh, by default, variables in interface are public, static, and final. Okay. Uh, and Java doesn't support interface because uh,
interface or multiple
sorry,
inheritance?
multiple inheritance.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Multiple
no problem.
inheritance because class contains all the methods, all type of methods, and class is implemented. I mean, which it contains all type of methods, right? So implemented method as well. So interface does not allow implemented methods. Interface does
Through
not.
interface, through interface, you can have 100% of abstraction.
No,
Through
we
interface, you
have
can have. Yeah, yeah. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
abstraction is achieved by interface and abstract class.
Sorry, can you please come again?
Abstraction,
Hmm.
sorry,
Abstract class. When you use abstract class, you cannot achieve 100% of abstraction in that. But when you
no.
use interface, you can have 100% of abstraction,
Okay.
right? Do you have any confusion in this?
Mm,
See, abstract class contains both and concrete methods as well as abstract methods. That is, non-abstract methods as well as abstract methods. But in interface, you can have only and only abstract methods.
mm,
That is why you can have 100% of abstraction in the
mm.
interface, right? Okay. Now, you tell me which command will you use in Java to exit the system from current execution?
I don't know. I'm not aware of this.
No problem. So that is system.exit of 0, where 0 indicates the normal termination,
Okay.
right? So that is the simple one line of command. You just type system.exit of 0 and it will exit the system.
Okay.
Okay. What is the difference between for and for each loop in Java?
For and for
For
each.
each. Yes.
Uh,
Take your time. Take your time. Not. We don't have hurry here. Take your time. Think on that.
it is both used for iteration.
Both are used for iteration.
Mm. Actually, I know this answer, but for now,
Yeah.
I'm not
Try
sorry
to
that.
recall. Try to recall. And I think you are going in the right direction. Both are used for iteration. But what else?
Okay.
Do you want me to help you out?
Uh, in for loop,
Hmm.
uh, the syntax is like for initialization, condition, and increment.
Increment or decrement operator.
Increment
Correct.
and increment or decrement.
Correct. And what happens in for each?
For each is uh,
You're going in the right direction.
uh, sorry, I know how to use them, but
I
okay,
can
can
share
you
the
help
screen.
me?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
sure, sure. I'm just sharing the screen for your
okay.
reference. Is the screen visible?
Yeah.
The for loop, it is used for the iteration and it will iterate the things via index based.
Mm,
For each loop will not support index based. Okay. It is used for iterations, right? It is limited. If you want to modify any of the elements in for each loop, it is
mm,
limited. But in for loop, you can do that. You have got
mm,
increment, you have got decrement. Those kind of operators you can use. The
mm,
syntax is also provided, and you
mm,
are correct with respect to this. You see, declaration, there is initialization, condition,
mm,
and the
mm.
increment or decrement operator. Here you have only two things here.
Yeah.
Okay, this is slightly faster in primitive arrays. It's cleaner
Mm,
for iteration. So this is the basic difference between for and for each loop.
got it.
Okay,
Mm.
fine. Which loop you are using mostly in automation scripts? Is it for loop? Is it for
For
each?
each.
For loop you are using.
For each.
For each you are using. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is polymorphism?
Polymorphism is what polymorphism is in sorry, in Java, it is a concept by which we can perform a single action in different ways. Polymorphism is derived from two Greek words. The Greek words, one is poly and morphs. Poly means many, morphs means forms. So polymorphism means many forms.
Okay. So which are the two types of polymorphism?
Compile time and runtime.
Okay. Can you write a simple program on compile time, that is method overloading,
Yeah, sure.
polymorphism? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm giving you screen sharing rights. You have to click on this green color button, share,
yeah, yeah.
and open maybe IntelliJ or any other ID, or if you're comfortable with online Java compiler, anything is fine.
Mhm.
Okay. Eclipse is visible.
Sorry.
Done?
Um,
Yeah. So you have taken one method in which you are
can I copy
passing.
and paste?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can. So what you're trying to do, public static void main string of arguments to write method overloading, compile
Yeah.
time polymorphism. Yeah. And in the first method, you have taken two parameters. In the second method, you have taken three parameters. Okay. Are you sure this is compile time polymorphism or is this runtime polymorphism?
Compile type poly.
Compile
Compile
time?
time
Yeah,
polymorphism.
correct, correct. This is compile time only. I'm just trying to check your confidence.
Uh-huh.
Great. Okay. So this is wonderful. Now you have to write a Java program to reverse a string. Let's say your string is your name itself. Your string is Kirtana, and you have to write a Java program to reverse this particular string. So the output should be ANAHTREEK.
Yeah.
Are you hearing any background noise from my end?
No.
Okay. Great. Okay. Now you have to write a program using collections, and it is hash map. So are you aware about hash map, key value pair in Java
Yeah, yeah,
collections? Okay.
yeah.
So you have to take one program. You have to write one program in which you are using the hash map concept.
Just any concept.
Yeah, yeah. Any program is fine using hash map. Or I would say you can take one program to write the employee IDs and their names. So imagine employee ID is 101, 102, 103. Employee
Mm,
name is, for example, John, Paul,
mm,
Kabir, like that. So you have to write the this program using hash map to print the employee IDs and employee names of the employees.
mm.
So,
And
yeah,
yeah.
you have printed it, that's fine. What if I want to get this order in terms of ascending order? Let's say 101 is coming first. So, 101, the value John 101, then Alex 102, then 103. That should be displayed.
Mhm.
So, how can we do that?
Okay.
So, here, what was happening in the output? Your first key value pair that was getting printed was LX102. But ideally, should be from the ID wise 101. Are you getting my
Mhm.
point?
Yeah, yeah, I got it.
hmm So what is happening? It is printing in the LX102, then PAL, then Peter. Why is it printing 102, then 103, 104, then 101? Can we arrange this in ascending order?
Mm,
hmm
nothing. Simple.
No, no problem, no problem. So let this be an open question for the people who are watching this video. Put your answer in the comment section. As of now, Kirtana is getting the answer as Alex102, then Pal, then Peter, then John. What if I want it from 101 onwards? Okay, so let this be an open question for you. Okay, fine. What is lambda expression in Java? Fine, you can stop sharing your screen. Wait, I'll stop sharing. What is lambda expression in Java?
Mm,
Mhm. Okay. See, lambda expression is a feature which is there in Java 8 and it enables functional style of programming, right? Till now, it was not supported, but from Java 8, there are major enhancements that are supported, and one of them is from the feature of lambda expression itself. Okay, so now it is allowed. The functional style of programming is enabled with respect to lambda expressions.
mm, mm.
Okay, uh, fine. What is the purpose of this keyword in Java?
This keyword.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
What is the purpose of this keyword in Java?
this keyword is a reference variable that refers to a current object.
Hmm,
Okay. This can be used to invoke current class method,
hmm.
and it is this method is used to invoke current class constructor, and
Okay,
this can be passed as an argument in a method call. This method can be passed as a parameter in a constructor call.
okay. What is the difference between instance variable and local variable in Java?
Okay. Instance variable. Instance variable is
No problem. Take your time. Be relaxed. You want to have a glass of water, you can have it.
sure.
Yeah, yeah. And in an interview also, you be ready with this water and all these things, right? Because the interviews
Yeah.
might go for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour,
Mm.
right? So can you tell me what is the difference between local variable and instance variable in Java?
Yeah. Instance variable, a variable created inside the class but outside the method is known as an instance variable. And an instance variable does not take memory at the comparison, but takes memory at the runtime when an instance is created.
Okay. What is the
Uh,
difference? Yeah, yeah,
uh,
please go ahead. Please go ahead.
a local variable which is created inside the method,
Hmm,
and it is accessible for only for that method.
correct.
We cannot use that variable outside that method.
Perfect. Perfect. Very nice. Okay. Mm, Um, what happens when I
Mm.
create a string using literal method and when I create a string using new keyword? What happens between these? What is happening behind the scenes when I create a string with a literal method and when I create a string with a new keyword?
Okay. Uh,
Simple, it's simple,
yeah,
and you know
yeah.
the answer. Hmm.
Yeah. When we create a method using string literals,
Hmm.
uh, sorry.
Take your time. What's what happens? So let's say if you create a string object, string
Mm,
s1 equal to new string of, in the double inverted comma, I'll pass 10.
mm.
So I'm using a new keyword. So what happens in the memory management?
Uh, when we create a string using new keyword, it will be stored in heap memory area. When we create a string using string literals, it will be stored in string constant pool.
Perfect, perfect. Now, what is the difference between these two things? What is actually happening in that memory?
In string constant pool,
Hmm.
there will be no two string objects having same content. Whenever we create a string object using string literals, JVM first checks the content of the object to be created. If there exists an object with the same content in the string constant pool, uh, it returns the reference of that object. It does not create a new object. If the content is different, then it will create a new object. But in heap memory,
Hmm.
it will just create an object.
In heap memory. That is the concept of string literals or yeah,
When heap memory for sorry, using new keyword, it will be stored in heap memory. Using string literals, it will be stored in string constant pool.
using literals, it will be stored in the constant
String
pool.
constant.
Using new keyword, it will be stored in the heap memory,
Yeah,
right? What happens
yeah.
when I create two strings with a new keyword?
Uh,
Let's say, yeah,
two objects will be created.
two objects will be get created. Okay, okay, fine, great. Okay, Kirtana, I am done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
What would you give feedback to?
Yeah, so I think it
Well,
was good. You were able to write the programs. That was the first thing, priority. You should be able to write the programs. You should be able to run the code properly without any compilation issues. You should get those outputs. Once you're getting those things covered, it's a good thing. Second thing is the answers related to this kind of question. Strings is there, or OOPS concepts like inheritance is there, polymorphism is there. So that was good. Now you need the improvement in the questions like the difference between for and for each loop.
mm,
Then uh, what is system dot exit of zero?
mm,
What is the significance? When do we need that particular command? So these two
mm.
or three questions you have to brush up your skills. Or else rest, it looks good. Continue your revision and then we'll connect for the mock interview soon.
So, thank you so much.
Yeah.